Strong government policymaking has ensured the survival of the wetlands of southern Sweden, a vast 1,700-hectare lakeside meadow. Situated around the lower reaches of the river Helgeön, this area is an important nesting stop for migrating birds. It floods annually with a water level variation of 1.4 metres. Traditionally, it's been used by farmers for grazing and haymaking, but in the late 80s, a slump in the fortunes of farmers in this region saw this pristine area begin to suffer. Farmers were losing money and unable to look after the wetlands. Lennart Valdemarsson recalls how across the country, Swedes started calling for the government to intervene and help the farmers. They couldn't bear to see the wetlands deteriorate.
Because there wasn't subsidies from the state, it became harder for us to maintain these lands we were using, maintaining the landscape. Traditionally, we have always used these lands. But the situation had changed. The area became overgrown and untidy. But as the Swedish people started demanding improvement, the government intervened and helped us. With the help of the government, we were able to change the situation. Because of that, we, the farmers, started winning back the wetlands.
Hans Kronert, a respected ornithologist, was a leading voice in the campaign to ensure the wetlands were saved. By working in conjunction with the farmers and with the help of local government, they started finding ways where everyone could benefit from maintaining the area.
If you don't talk to each other, if you are different groups, you just perhaps fight through the local magazine or something. It's much better to meet and try to find solutions together. And today, this area we are, Håslövs ängar, is very popular for people coming here, especially in April, May.
Nej, jag upplever det inte så. Visst hade vi konflikter inledningsvis.
There was conflict to begin with,
bra och dåligt. Vi hade olika
and there were lots of different perspectives.
Jag tycker nog att vi löste det, så att säga.
But I feel my voice got heard,
bönhörd,
and I understand what the authorities wanted,
jag förstod
their perspectives.
Myndigheternas synpunkt.
The process was that we began to talk to each other, to describe the two way of seeing it. The farmers must have economy from this, and the nature conservation people can say what does birds and flowers need to have to survive in this area.
Sven Erik Magnusson, representing the local government of Kristianstad, oversaw the discussions. In the last 15 years, his team have continued to develop policies that ensure the region is properly cared for and that farmers, ecologists, tourists and visitors can all benefit from it.
Different people see different things in this landscape, and then you have to recognize what threats do they recognize to this landscape, and what values and possibilities they, and then you have to put those people together.
To this end, the local government have developed a series of walkways that pass over the wetlands, allowing visitors to walk out into nature in what is now a national park. The town of Kristianstad, founded in the 17th century, was the front line for the potential clash of interests between farmers and eco-campaigners. But the positive intervention of local government has seen a renewed pride emerge in residents for the wetlands that surround their homes. Now, supporters from all sectors of society are behind a campaign to turn the region into a United Nations biosphere reserve, one of only 400 in the world.
I'm convinced that is the right way to go, and that is fun, to be part of this attempt to restore these areas.
The first migrating birds will be due here with the coming of the spring. Hans Kronert is already eagerly anticipating their arrival.
In spring, the water goes back and the grass grow and birds coming here using this area. This is the traditional use, used for several hundreds, perhaps thousands of years.
It's impossible to say whether the different interests in this part of southern Sweden would ever have found common ground if the authorities hadn't become involved. There's no doubt financial investment encouraged the discovery of solutions. But Stockholm University organisers hope there are further lessons to be learned.
This specific case study can provide insight for how to manage an ecosystem, and especially by collaboration process. It shows how ecosystem management can emerge in the local context as a collaboration process.